after that, I have been in the projects of WIT, and I would like to say thank you to Miss Jessie, Miss Anh Trang, Miss Thảo Vũ, and Miss Ngọc Trâm for being here today very early. Thank you, because I can feel the gratitude from your heart, and even the beauty from your heart to the knowledge, not only the knowledge, but the knowledge that we can apply in our daily life, especially in the education from the root. And this program is the journey of inner wisdom and inner peace for you to open your heart, open your mind, and understand more about yourself and even your potential in the education from the root. Some days before, we have the lesson from many of our teachers, from Mr. Jason Law, Mr. Minh Long, Mr. Minh Hoàng, and also Miss Anh Trang, Miss Hoài My, Miss Linh Lệ. So, do you have anything to share with us? Share with us about yourself, or share with us about the way you put into practice what you have learned. The mentor with the 7 cohort is the journey that any other of us would like to join, and it is the final part directly taught by thầy Trần Thanh Toàn, our right teacher. So I would like to express my gratitude to the wholehearted instruction of thầy Trần Thanh Toàn, our great teacher and great master, for the dedication for us to provide and expand the education from the root to every people all over the world, including us. And I would like to deeply send in my deep gratitude to our beloved teachers for guiding and holding the light steady. And the last one, we would like to say thank you to you, to all of you, for choosing this special path together and for saying yes to yourself on this journey. In this journey, we're just doing, but we're becoming, and this is the moment for our beginning, the beginning of our, hello Kelly, hello Thi Anh, of ours to express our gratitude. As you go through, you will understand deeply about one of the most powerful law and principle in the universe. That is the law of cause, condition, and effect. It's not just theory, but as the fact and reality of life itself. So thank you for being here for your mentor WIT program, and be ready for your journey together. In this path, you can have the opportunity to impress and express your opinion by writing reflection and essays, not to impress, but to express, and to learn calligraphy, to let your inner stillness taken from the page. You can be trained artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence will be as our assistant together, and you will be challenged by the physical. Hello, Miss Shammer. Thank you for being here.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. And finally, especially we will challenge not only in mind and spirit about the physical challenges. The first one, you have to scream to be as a graduate of the mentor with the 7 cohort. You have to overcome the swimming 2 kilometers together in the open sea. Have you ever tried it? Even in the swimming pool. And the second, we have to run 21 kilometers on the sand. To complete 10,000 full squat, and the next one we have to rotate our hips continuously, not maintaining and to maintain the core axis alignment for 5 hours. And the next one, you have the opportunity to perform long press plus the kick for 1 hour strength if you want to graduate. And the next one, very not so easy but interesting. You can have a chance to roll your back to make your back more beautiful and even stronger by rolling your back steadily and continuously for 1 hour strength. To be the graduate of the mentor with the 7 cohort. So this is the part, the special part, right? And it can make you stronger both in outside in the physical body, beautiful in yourself, and not only uh, stronger but also be wiser in your inner wisdom. So the journey of 90 days continuously with the English course, we have opportunity to send you that you will upgrade your inner awareness in English, and also for foreigner can obtain the knowledge, not only the knowledge but also the application of the one of the most powerful principles and law in our universe, the law of condition, cause, condition, and effect. So throughout the days together, I think it's not a long journey, but a warm journey together. Do you have any opinion, any enlightenment, any realization, any lesson, new lesson you want to share? You can raise your hand and share with us. So I would like to say thank you to all of you, especially the presence of all the members today. Miss Kelly, Miss Shemmer, Miss Anh Chang, Miss Jessie, they are key members in our CCE team of this course. And thank you for your presence, Miss Võ Thị Thúc, Miss Thảo Vũ, and Miss Thi Anh for your presence today. So if you want something to share, you can smile or turning on your camera and raise your hand to share with us. Miss Trevor, do you have anything to share? Because I can see your regular attendance, and thank you for your support and your help in this journey together.
Hello, hello, Kiều. Hello, everyone. Yeah. So far I've been learning, really enjoy learning. Past 3 prime reference systems and 7 holistic wealth. So until now, I feel really lucky, so blessing to know this knowledge because it helps it helps me to understand about the life that I am having right now and how to create the good cause for the future. And in each situation that I experience in my daily life, I could simpler understand the root or change the way I think I react and in the better way. So I'm really happy because day by day this knowledge could change my life and also like I feel more confident uh, in my future, especially the next generation. They will have really good environment to grow up, and I could pass on them really valuable treasure is this philosophy, this goal of the career and assets in the future I could accumulate. So my awareness about time, about money, yeah, about health changed so much that helped me feel simpler, lighter, more trust.
So, Linle, Miss Linle, any of you want to share, you can raise your hand and share with us the way you obtain, the way you listen, the way you touch the law, and even the way you can feel about the seven holistic wealth. Because as a person in the world who can fulfill their seven holistic wealth, the the standard, and the quality of the life will be praised. And I'm very grateful that I'm in the environment that people have the energy of gratitude, appreciation, tolerance, and even the inner peace. So thank you so much for your presence today with us. And without you, we cannot have, maybe we can have another course, but the course that have the presence of you, especially the people live in our country, using your time at noon, and other people who live in the USA, the Australia, in the Australia and other country, you have used your time with us together. Maybe midnight, like Miss Ann Chang country. Without this, uh, without your presence, we cannot have this program together. We cannot do it alone. We do it together. Any of you want to say something? Miss Thảo Vũ, Miss Thùy Anh, Miss Thúc, if you want something to share for us to know about you and why you choose this program, you can turn on your camera and share with us. I'd like to say something that when the day passed by, I think that the maturity of one person depends on the quality of the relationship that we can build by the consciousness and unconsciousness together. And the presence of the people around us is very important. They help us can do everything we can do even faster. For example, 1 day ago, it means yesterday. Yesterday, there was a party in my training center, and there are many duties and tasks to prepare for the party and also the welcoming program for the people who want to buy the real estate in Vietnam and in the projects. I even don't think that we can make it smooth like this without the presence of a lot of teachers around and lots of people around help us that organize this party that is so warm and welcoming. That made me think a lot about the importance of the present of people around us with the gratitude and appreciation deeply from my heart. And the second about the virtual and the wealth. There's some connection between the virtual and the wealth. That if we improve our virtues with the love inside and even the patience and the how to say the kindness to other, we cannot touch the material life or anything relating to the finance to improve if we don't have the love for people. That is very important. The consider is important of the merits. The merits make our life more contented, and I think that with the life, I can see that with the life fulfill of love and marriage, we can do anything we want for our organization, our family, and even ourselves. Today we will have a very special lesson from Miss An Chang. And Miss An Chang is a person I have met sometimes throughout some workshop and even ceremony in WIT. But the way I can see her heart, not only for herself, but her heart for the improvement of people around. I can see the patience and the hard work of her around preparing the slide. Especially I'm very fond of the slides of Miss Anjay, very carefully prepared. Thank you, Miss Shamer. I can see the hearts from yours. So, do you have anything to share with us? Because the journey is coming to the end of the first course of the English course of PreMentor number 7. Miss Linley, you want something to share? Thank you for your listening. Thank you for your listening because it's important not to speak but to listen. Wow, I can see the hand from Miss Thu Trang, Shaman Thu Trang.
Yeah, thanks for Jill. Hello, Guan. Actually, I'm so excited and waiting for this lesson today because condition. I shouldn't tell the secret, the content of the lesson today, because um, because uh, next 3 lessons from Go Chang will be really special for every one of us, especially for me because this is the biggest value I received when I learned with philosophy. Could say that it saved my marriage because I changed the perspective related to people. So I am really excited and wait for the knowledge Ko Wan Chang will share with us. And also we are learning with our master about the course about awareness about people, right, in Vietnamese. So yeah, waiting for the knowledge could be shared in English and I could learn from you. Yeah. Thanks, Go and Jen. Thanks, Kuchio and everyone.
And Miss Sherman, maybe we will listen to Miss Anh Chang on this afternoon and seeing how she can have the I think the wholehearted preparation for each day of her lesson. And I wish that she can smile more because she smiles very beautiful. So hello Miss Hoài, thanks for coming. Do you have anything to share with us, Miss Hoài?
Hello, Irene. Yeah, thank you so much for your calling my name. I am in the class right now, so this is it's a little bit like crowd is here. So maybe I just listen to the sharing from the participants this afternoon. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I even have a class with Miss Hoài this afternoon, and Miss Jessie asked me that I can make the MC for opening. Hello, Miss Thùy Anh. So you can share. I can see your hand.
I would like to add a question that what we study now is, do we have to study again in the Mentor 7 class, or we just finish this class and then we don't have to study English in this lesson in the Mentor 7 anymore? Or we study again in that class?
You mean which is that class and which is this class?
This is a PreMentor 7 English class. Is that right?
Yeah, PreMentor 7, the English class.
So when I finish to study now in this PreMentor English 7, so do I have to study again in the Mentor 7 English class?
Thank Miss Thùy Anh. You are the Mentor 6 or Mentor 7?
I'm Mentor 7.
Okay. So we have the program that has 90 days together, and we have 3 main courses of the English, and this is the first English course of Remainder 7. After that, we will change the path of our teachers, and we will have opportunity to listen to other teachers. Will change the role. For example, Miss Hoài My or Miss Anh Trang is the main sharer, and I'm the MC opening, and Mr. Jesse, Miss Jammer is the MC opening. But after that, we change the role. And for each role, like you listen to the course of thấu hiểu nội tâm kiến tạo an vui, right? There's the course next to the course, and it's not the same. So it's like this in this journey. The knowledge may be something, the core knowledge is the same, but the way we apply, the way we say will be different. And we can even have the wisdom inside. That is the preparation for the long future. That even Thùy Anh can share the English, and even you can share to your friends, and also when our organization move forward further, you can go with the English of the inner peace and inner awareness together. Is this okay?
So when I go to Mentor 7, I still have to study English again.
Yes, you have an English course. I heard that you have the English course, but not the English course for this, because maybe it's just for is now to for the course of the inner awareness and raising your inner awareness. But when you come to the mentor 7, you will miss the first one, English, right? English, that you will learn the English in general. And next, you maybe have the English course that organized by the teachers and the organization that can make the mentor lesson into the English mentor lessons.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for your question. But after listening to the answer, I would like to listen to your lesson that you have learned through this, because your voice is so warm and beautiful.
I see only 1 minute left before the teacher comes, so I think yes. So I focus on the question, and now I have my answer. So I think now it's time for the teacher. Yeah, I don't want to waste time for in the class. So yeah, so I think we should welcome teacher An Chang.
Oh, you would like to be the MC also. Thank you, Miss Anh Chang. He is your brains, right? Okay, so thank you for all of your sharing today. Before the welcoming of our teachers today, very beautiful woman and very wise woman that I have met, and also you have met in other lesson, Miss Anh Chang. So welcome to come into our program today. Thank you, Miss Anh Chang.
Thank you ever so much, cô Chiều. Thank you. Hello, chị Linh. You got your full name on today. One of a kind. Hello, chào cô Gemma, chào cô My, chào cô Tỷ, chào cô Jessie, chào Ní Tùy Anh, Ní Thảo Vũ, chào Ní Bình, chào anh Bình. Anh Bình, yes, we met several times. You always struck out to me as a wife lover. Yeah. Thank you. I'm so grateful and appreciate the fact that I be able to share the session for the next 3 days, which is in one topics, but there's many small topic inside the big one topics of conditions. And I am also so grateful that currently our head teachers, he's sharing the topic fulfilled awareness of human beings for 21 session every 4:30 in the morning in Vietnam times. Hello, chào Ní Tiên, chào Ní Phước. Okay. And because of his sharing session currently, I've decided to change the whole contents of the next 3 sessions from today's on. Normally, within the course of cause, conditions, effect, I would share today, the topics for today would be elevating awareness, elevate awareness of human beings. But since our teachers had, he took the initiative to share 21 sessions for the whole community. I'll follow his lead, and making an attempt today to compile the first 5 sessions that our teachers has done in today. Okay. And this will be the first time ever. So let's see how it's go. And the whole course that we have been we've been going on together for the last few, like 20 sessions so far, right? So today is the 21st session. Hôm nay là buổi 21, 21st session of the total 26 sessions. And previously I heard that chị Thùy Anh, right, was asking, do we have to repeat this learning again in Mentor 7? So I would like to address that a bit further. If we're going to repeat this, it would be a privilege to not have to. Right? It would be a privilege that we'll be able to repeat the knowledge again in our life. Most of the time when we encounter the world, we go into work, we live our life day by day, we hardly ever listen to this kind of language that open our mind, awaken our wisdom, okay, keeping us staying in the meditation of inner peace, tolerance, appreciation, and gratitude. Okay. In our daily life, no one hardly ever mentioned to us to be able to practice 7 offerings. No one hardly ever telling us to keep our outstanding virtues, living in the 9 noble characters. So if we be able to learning this lesson, then it would be a privilege to be able to learn it again, not have to, if you know what I mean. Okay, and that's the first. And within the Mentor 7 course that you go into study for 11 months, the content will be so different. The fact that we are doing the PreMentor course in English because of the need and the demands of the certain number of people in our community. And thank you for those individuals that our teachers have been organized and gather all of the teacher in here, teacher Thùy Linh, teachers Gemma, Thanh Triều, Thuyên Thủy, Phương Lê, and others who are not, Hoài My, and other teachers who are not attending today in order to serve our community. And obviously, with the knowledge that we have learned, we have the desire and really want to share this knowledge as well as spread it to as many of our people as much as possible in all over the world. Okay. So with the same knowledge, but every time you listen to it, your mind will take it in differently. Okay. So maybe you heard the same thing, but when your awareness has elevated, okay, with the same knowledge you listened, you'll be able to absorb it differently. You'll be able, your mind, your wisdom, your meditations will be opened up differently every single time. Okay. And within the 7 Mentor 7 course, you won't be able to listen to this knowledge as such. The course that we are doing right now for 26 sessions is called Cause, Condition, and Effect. But when you get into Mentor 7, our head teacher, Mr. Trần Thanh Toàn, he going to check it that you have already thoroughly understanding this knowledge, and then you taken from there, he going to open up your wisdom and transfer the new reality, new knowledge to you. Okay. So you wouldn't be able to hear this knowledge again if you get into the Mentor 7 without head teachers at all. And also, teacher Cô Thanh Triều she mentioned about the English course. It's a totally different kind of English course, because Mentor 7 mentor course opens the majority of the participants Vietnamese. So in the ability class, the class to improve everyone's ability in speaking English, there is a session on the learning English. Okay, and you'll be learning more about IPA, how to speak, how to listen, how to write, grammarly, everything similar like that. Whereas this particular session, pre-English in Mentor 7 in English, we actually sharing the knowledge of core condition affect in English itself, not actually teaching English. So this session, not to teach English, but to share the knowledge of inner being. Okay, and in Mentor 7, you'll be able to learn English as an English lessons itself. There's two different the way of talking about an English course. If I be able to make it clear. Is that clear enough? I hope that be clear enough to clarify for the questions that Ní Thùy Anh were asking. Right, so let's get into today's session. Okay, thank you for the few new participants, and thank you ever so much for you all turning on your camera and showing your face, as well as participate the whole session today, because today I'm going to need a lot of engagement from you all. Thank you. Since it's actually 3:30 in the morning, where am I? To keep me staying awake. Right, so in the previous session we've been exploring the root cause within ourselves. Yeah, so the root cause within ourselves, and we learned about the 3 standard reference systems, and we learned about how to enrich our wisdom, how to enrich our meditation, how to enrich our characters, how to enrich our virtue, how to enrich our competency, our physicalities, and materials. Okay. So let me remind you a bit about the with home that we, the diagram of the with home that we have shared previously. Okay, and then we're going to move on from there. Okay, so we have our what we call our with home, the home of our inner being. The foundations is our inner being. Can someone please remind me what is the left pillar of the house?
Health.
Yes, the left pillar of the house is health. Thank you. The right pillar is relationship. Okay, and the roof we have finances. Okay. So this has formed the 4 main areas of our life. Okay? Really, regardless of if we consider as our life as a problematic life or is a wonderful life, then these are the 4 main areas. Okay, and beneath, like the inner beings, then we have health, we have relationships, and the roof represent finances. Okay, so in the next 3 sessions, counting from today, I will accompany you on the topic called conditions. And conditions here is more related to connection in the human beings. So we have the main formula is cause plus condition equal effect. So the effect here which represents the outcome of our life. And the conditions, if we're looking at the religion's point of views, okay, then the conditions that most of us encounter in life will be the connection with people. So, put it short, conditions is people. Okay, so we have many conditions, many connections in our life, but not all of them are favorable conditions. Not all of them are favorable connections, right? Okay, and not everyone around us, so all the people around us, okay, they are our condition to help us to grow, to mature, to develop throughout our life. So therefore, in order to truly understand human beings, and there's 2 people we need to understand in our connection. Can you guess who are they? There's 2 people we need to understand. Can anyone guess who are those people? Who are those 2 people we need to understand in order to turn all the condition in our life, all the connection in our life into favorable condition, favorable connection? Okay. The first person is ourselves, right? That's got to be the first person. And and others is the second person is other people, right? Okay, so we had 2 people there. The first is ourselves, and the second is others. Okay, and hence we need to elevate our awareness, okay, in order to have the fulfilled awareness about human being, okay, fulfill awareness of human being. So this is going to be the goal, the aim of the next 3 sessions as well. We're going to fulfill our awareness. Fulfilled awareness of human being. Okay. This topic. So in Vietnamese, it have 7 words. Trong tiếng Việt là nhận thức đủ đầy về con người, là bao gồm 7 từ. But in English, we only have 5 words. 5 words only. Okay. So the next 3 sessions will be all about these 5 words. Okay. In Vietnamese session, our teacher will said that 21 ngày tới sẽ là về 7 từ này. Right? But in English, we only have 5 words. Right? And in this, we're going to explore, when we talk about awareness of human beings, we're first going to explore what is awareness. So the first thing we're going to do. Second thing, we're going to explore what is that we call human beings. Okay, what involved in our human beings. Okay, and then we will also talk about, so we know about awareness. Okay, how about what is fulfilled awareness? Okay, what's different between just have awareness and what different between having awareness and fulfilled awareness? Okay, and then we combine all together and we'll discuss about what is fulfilled awareness of human beings. Okay, so that's going to be the journeys that we're going to do in the next 3 sessions. And we also heard that one of the teachers had told us before that with awareness comes reality. With awareness comes reality. And with fulfilled awareness comes a sustainable reality. Okay? With awareness comes reality. With fulfilled awareness comes a sustainable reality. Okay? So, we have a few new terms when we talk about awareness here. First, awareness is the beginning or the foundation of what we call our action today. Okay, so first we, as a human being, we start with having awareness, and then from that awareness, it will shape our thinking. Our awareness will shape our thinking. Okay. And previously, we would be familiar with the diagram that our teacher was talking about awareness, thinking, and behavior. But the very new diagram in the session in the course Fulfill Awareness of Human Being, our teachers had changed the diagram from behavior to action. Okay. Trong các lớp trước là thầy nói về nhận thức tư duy đến behaviors, hành vi. But in the latest class, nhưng mà trong cái lớp mới nhất vừa rồi, nhận thức đủ đầy về con người, thầy lại nói là nhận thức tư duy và hành động. Okay. So in the past, we mostly pay attention to our actions and thinking, right? But rarely knowing or paying attention to our awareness. Okay, and here now we know that the true progressions of human behaviors is going from awareness to thinking to action. Okay, so that is the progressions of human behavior, starting from our awareness, then go to our thinking, and then action. Right. So from the perspective of human nature, whatever awareness a person holds, that will shape their thinking, and in turn, that thinking will guide their actions. Let's take an example. If someone they exhibit certain behaviors about money, yeah, it means they carry certain thoughts, and prior to that, a specific awareness about money. Right? So if someone they have a certain behavior, certain action around money in their life, that is what they show outside. But inside their mentality, they carry a certain thought, yeah, certain thinking. And prior to that is a specific awareness around money, okay, that will shape their thinking and hence their actions. So any outer behavior that reflects an inner thinking pattern rooted in an awareness, in an inner awareness. Okay. And in general, we assume that once someone has awareness, they naturally be guided toward the good. Yeah. So we assume here that when someone has awareness, they naturally be guided toward the good. And we had a saying that about total karma, when you learn about the human structure, energetic structure, we had the sayings that prior to thinking, okay, prior to having awareness, okay, people, our human beings, is governed by total karma. But after having a conscious thought or having awareness, okay, our lives still be governed by total karma, but we have the ability to choose. Okay. So that's why people often say that they already have awareness and already have the right thinking. So already have awareness, already have the right thinking, so their action must be good. So a person, they had awareness. We assume that awareness will guide them toward goodness, And if someone doing something that negative, that not good, that is bad, then we assume that they do not have awareness. So our society tend to invest little attention in cultivating awareness, okay? And our society doesn't give any attention to elevating human awareness at all. But within organization, with community, we are already develop awareness around this very aspect, and it's called fulfilled awareness. Okay, so let's talk about what does it mean when a person doesn't have awareness, what does it mean when a person have awareness, and what does it mean when a person have fulfilled awareness. Okay, so, awareness. So a person awareness determines their thinking, as we know, and their thinking determines their actions. Thus, awareness is the root, thinking is the stem, and action is the fruit. Okay, you see, if we're talking about the law of cause and effect, then awareness is the root cause, right? Then thinking is the stem, the little plant, okay, and then the action is the fruit. So this is why awareness-based education, what we call the philosophy of root education, lead us straight into this very core, the core of awareness. So in order to understand what it means to lack awareness, have awareness and fulfilled awareness, okay, fulfilled awareness, we must first explore the 3 standard reference systems. Okay, I don't like this. Okay. Okay, so we're going to differentiate what is lack awareness, what is have awareness, having awareness, and what is fulfilled awareness. Okay, that's better. So in order to understand this in detail, we must go back to our 3 standard reference systems. Okay, can someone tell me what is the name of the 3 standard reference system, please? If anyone can recall.
I wonder. It's been there.
Oh,
And
someone got the
I can
name
see
being
that my son
called.
has his camera on as well. I think Bin, are you there? He's coming. Ask him, Anne.
Bin, right? Bin. And Bin, please,
I've
could
been
you
dropped in.
please remind me? I totally forgot. I'm just totally pretending that I forgot. What's the name of the 3 standard reference systems, please?
Is that the reality triangle or
Yes, that's one.
the reference system? The triangle. Yeah, the reality triangle, is it?
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
That's one. Right. We have 2 more.
There's a lot of triangles. Which one you after? There's the charms. There's appreciation. There's a lot of triangles. Which one you after?
Bin, apart from the triangles, the 3 reference systems, you know, the 3 reference system from the 3 angles. One is reality triangle.
The material, the information, and the energy.
The reference systems. You have the reality triangle. The other one is, I will have a go. The other one is the formula of the root of life.
Of
What's-
life. The
Yeah,
real
what's
life
one
of the
more?
person.
What's in the energy one?
The energy is the religion, is it?
No, Krista's got it. Sorry, Bin. In the chat, Miss Anne.
Rachel,
Yes.
to your place. Help me
The
out.
human
thank you.
nature
Krista's got
structure.
it.
Yeah.
Krista's got it.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you ever so
The-
much for participating. Thank you for reminding and recalling the knowledge. All right. So that's why it's important for us, in order to understand this completely, we have to remind ourselves about those knowledge. Okay. And naming them is the first step. Right.
Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Anne.
Okay. I have a very funny kind of humor, so you might have to get used to it.
I love it. I love your humor.
Right. Family power. Yes, Lynn, you have family powers that Chema said. and special, if it's in Vietnamese, cô Linh would be like nóc nhà. And they don't have
No,
that
I'm
term in English. As such, it doesn't have the same meaning, but that's how it goes. Right. Yes, so let's remind ourselves about the 3 standards reference system. And we first we have the material angle. Okay. Then we have the energy angle. On the top, and on the left we have the information. Actually, okay. And if that we're looking at on the scientific perspective, but if we're looking at the human life perspective, in the human life perspective, then on the information will be the wisdom based ethics, đạo lý ha. And on the energies angle, we will have the religions, of faith perspective, and another perspective that we never ever forgot, that is scientific perspective. Okay. it has come more and more into our life now, the scientific views, point of views. And with three standard reference system, we stand in the middle and looking at the world in the total the whole we had the pictures of the whole angles. Because if someone only stand on the scientific point of view, they will looking at the world in only one-sided. Okay, and if someone too much into religions of faith, they also being very sided about whatever they believe in life. Okay, and hence similar with wisdom-based ethics point of view. Okay, so at the deep root level of the human being lies the effect quả. Okay, and the root cause is nhân. So that's what we experience today. Okay, and this part is what we already learned previously. Okay, so in our inner awareness, okay, within the in our inner awareness, we have so let's call this the name of the three reference systems. Let's get the color. So with science, we have the triangle of reality.
The roots chronological.
Yes, apologies. That's right. So the triangle of realities is in the wisdom-based ethics. Thank you very much. Okay. The triangle of reality. Is the wisdom-based ethics and the root cause formula of life. I don't want to cross it out. Root cause formula of life. Okay, is scientific perspective. And then with religions, we have the human energetic structure. Okay, so now comes the important part that relate to our awareness. Okay, that relate to our awareness. So in the root cause formula of life, okay, we know that, okay, what is the root or the cause of our life come from our mental image. In short, we say the image in our mind, right? Image, our mental image, or the image in our mind, images. And in the human energetic structure, we know that it is our, okay, our, in here we're going to say that either is our good deed, evil deed, merit, okay, but all of that is what all the energies of the good deeds, evil deeds, and merit that is formed by our inner state. Okay, so here is our inner state. Inner state, and with the triangle of reality, okay, we have the source concept. So the term source concept, mental image, and inner state, these will be the term that we're going to take into our awareness. Okay, because the awareness is the root cause of our thinking and our action. So the source concept is the root cause of our life under wisdom-based ethics point of view, and our inner state is the root cause of our life under religious faith point of views, and our mental image is the root cause of our of the scientific point of view. Okay, so we took all of those out and we start looking at what is the difference in lacking awareness, having awareness, and having fulfilled awareness. So when we speak about the deeper layers within a human being, we are referring to the mental image. So we hold within ourselves regarding that specific aspect. Okay. For example, if a person holds within them a positive image of health, then it's likely their health reflects that. And if someone carries a negative image of their marriage, it's likely that their martial life or the martial realities also reflect that. So in essence, whatever mental image a person contains within themselves, that image reflects in their outer reality. So when a person mentions something and their inner state, okay, inner state is balanced and positive oriented, okay, and they also hold as beneficial source concept and a positive mental image about that topic, it means that person tend to manifest a desirable reality regarding that matter. Yeah. However, in reality, it sometimes doesn't work as theory as say, right? Reality is kind of different. When people think of inner beings or health, most of us carry a detrimental source concept or unbeneficial source concept. Okay, and if we do not join into all the width classes or the width courses, every time when we go outside in society, we listen to TV, radio, we listen to our friends, our relatives, our loved one, we read news, okay, etc. All of those information is basically pointing out to us and making us become an expert of unbeneficial source of health, source concept of health. So let's say, for example, when if you can ask yourself, right, ask yourself that what do you know about a stomach disease or a liver disease or eye conditions? Okay, most of us, we know quite a lot of the information about the disease that we have. Okay, and most people carry plenty of knowledge about disease, but we know that disease is in the negative rooted. Okay, but what we want is what we want is the positive, the good information, right? So similarly, when people mentions marriage, especially women in our society today, they often carry unbeneficial source concepts, such as a wife in a marriage, they have to take care of everything in the family. As a wife, they got to worry about it. As a mother, they got to worry about their children. They have to bear all the family burdens. It struck out to me that on the TikTok or in YouTube Short recently, there is a very short videos, very funny video, that when a man proposed to a woman, okay, and at the point when the guy is proposing to the girls, okay, and the girls put her finger out, then the guys put the ring into her finger, and at that moment they switch the scene to the woman cleaning the toilet, and when the guys pull the ring out, they come back to their reality as he is proposing her, and then when he put the ring back into her finger, she having the sin changed into the woman either cleaning the toilet, folding the clothes, changing baby diaper, etc. So I don't know if you have seen those are the videos. Okay. Có một cái video rất là vui ở trên mạng, nếu mà cả nhà chắc là cũng có thể là coi qua rồi. Nghĩa là anh chàng cầu hôn cô nàng, và anh quỳ xuống, anh đưa cái nhẫn lên, thì khi mà cô nàng đút cái ngón tay vào trong cái nhẫn là nó chuyển qua một cái cảnh là cô nàng đang clean the toilet, rút cái tay ra là hết. Rồi đút cái ngón tay vào cái nhẫn là chuyển qua cái cảnh là cô nàng đang nấu cơm dọn dẹp nhà bếp, rồi rút cái ngón tay ra là hết. Đút cái ngón tay vô lại là cô nàng đang thay tả thay biển cho con, rồi rút cái ngón tay ra là hết. I don't know if any one of you has seen that quick video, but it's quite fun, because those are unbeneficial source concepts that society putting in our mind, right? And so it look like it's a fun, it look like entertainment, but those entertainment giving us a very clear image of what we don't want in life, right? So every single day we encounter a lot of information, a lot of image about what we really don't want in life. And so, if we carry that kind of image, then our mental image about marriage is often filled with stress, filled with negative emotion. So if we dig deeper into the root cause, most people hold unbeneficial source concepts about marriage. So the reality of the world today is that there's so much problems surrounding marriage life, right? So have an inner state that is negative oriented also doesn't help, and carry unbeneficial mental image about it eventually lead to undesirable marital reality, undesirable marriage reality. So likewise, when people think about human being, many of us hold unbeneficial source concepts about people around us. Okay, and we carry the negative inner state, and we start negative mental image. Therefore, we still lack awareness of human being. Okay. So we define that when we lack awareness about human being, lack awareness about connection, lack awareness about people around us, that is when we have the negative inner state. Okay, negative inner state. We have unbeneficial source concept. We carried negative mental image. So everything is basically negative and unbeneficial, and that's what it means when we say a person lack awareness. So when someone talk about their friends or parents, their relative, their loved one, and they carry an unbeneficial source concept about them, they hold a negative inner state and start a negative mental image of them, then it simply means they do not have awareness about these people yet. Okay? And rather than asking, oh, why is my life like this? Why my life like that? Let us come back to a simple truth that human beings are the core of our reality. Okay? Human beings are the core of our reality. Why is it the core of our reality? Right. So the outcomes, based on the cause, the law of cause and effect, we see that within this formula, the outcome of our life is our reality. Yeah. So the cause within us, we have already talked about them previously in the previous sessions. Okay. But the human beings, within the relationship that we have in our life, human beings, okay, I'll connect all about connection. Human beings are the condition, the core of our reality, the core of our reality. Without these conditions, without this connection with our human beings around us, doesn't matter how good we are, doesn't matter how wonderful we are, doesn't matter how amazing we are, okay, sometimes we won't be able to achieve the reality that we want, because the lack of the condition, the favorable condition, favorable connection in our life. So if we can hold fulfilled awareness about various dimensions of humanity, then naturally we will manifest desirable, okay? So if we can hold fulfilled awareness about human beings, then naturally, okay, obviously within us is the good cause, right? Then we also encounter the people we hold in ourselves to fulfill awareness about human beings. Then naturally we will manifest the desirable human reality, okay, human reality. So whenever something undesirable happens in our life, we can conclude that. Okay, we can conclude what? Can someone help me to conclude that whenever you encounter something undesirable happen in your life, what can we conclude? Based on what I've had just shared, what can we conclude whenever something undesirable happen in our life? Okay,
we don't have awareness yet.
Yes, we do not yet have awareness.
Lacking.
Yeah, we do not yet have awareness. We lack awareness, okay, about what happened in our life. So therefore, we do not yet have a human reality in alignment with it. Okay, we do not yet have a human reality in alignment with that. So when can we say someone has awareness about something? Yeah. So we have make it very clear now what is lack awareness. Yeah. So if we now aware, okay, now we are aware that so a part of okay, learning about fulfilled awareness of human being, we have two ideas here. First, we need to learn about awareness of human being, and secondly, we need to learn about awareness of awareness itself. And awareness of awareness is lacking awareness, having awareness, of fulfilled awareness. And then we start discussing about lacking awareness of human being, having awareness of human being, and fulfilled awareness of human being. And what we want to focus is fulfilled awareness of human being. Yeah. Right, so I just want to say that so you know that what I'm leading you to. Why she keep talking about awareness all over and over and over again. Right. So when we carry a balanced inner state, and that's a positive oriented, whenever the topic is mentioned, then we said that we have awareness about that aspect. Okay. So having awareness is when we have balance to positive, okay, inner state. So when we can safely assume, so let's say for example, if someone in this very moment they hears the word husband or the word wife, okay, and they respond with an inner state that is balanced and positive, okay, then that means they can safely assume that they have a desirable relationship. Yeah. And because they hold inside themselves fulfilled awareness about their spouse. Okay. No. So when we speak about anything and we hold a beneficial source concept, we carry the positive mental image, we maintain the positive an inner state that is balanced and positive oriented. Okay, then we can say that we possess fulfilled awareness about that matter. So when we have awareness, that is we have moving from negative to positive, and out to balance and positive in our inner state. Okay, but we going to the next level. So after we have awareness, then we elevate it up to fulfilled awareness. And when we speak about anything, we not only have maintained the inner state that is balanced and positive oriented, but we also hold the beneficial source concept. We also carry the positive mental image. Then we can say that we possess fulfilled awareness about that matter. Okay. So in here we have the negative inner state. Okay, lack awareness. Having awareness is we have the balance to positive inner state. Okay. And with fulfilled awareness, okay, we not only have balance to positive inner state, okay, but we also hold the beneficial source concept. Beneficial source concept. And the positive mental image. Positive image. I should just say positive image. Okay. Right. So now I have a question for you. Once a person reach to fulfilled awareness about something, which means they have balance to positive inner state, they carry the beneficial source concept within themselves, they hold the positive mental image. Is there any time, any periods that they lost that fulfilled awareness and going back to lack awareness? Is it possible to happen?
No.
Is it possible to happen? Who just said no? Chị Linh.
I did.
Ben. Right. So
But if you maintain it.
Let me give you an example, right? So when two people fall in love, it is very funny, the English word, fall in love. Why don't you fall in love, right? So when two people fall in love, at that moment, they have the positive, balance to positive inner state when they think of themselves, when they think of the other person, right? They have a very beautiful mental image of the other person. And whenever they think about the other person, it's all the good things, all the goodness that they see, the beneficial source concept about the others, right? And they got married. Okay? 1 year, 3 years, 5 years down the line, what happened to most marriage? The majority of the marriage is unhappy. So that's why when our teacher keeps saying to us that there is no happy marriage, there are only harmonious marriage, because people have to constantly keep working on it. There's two different individuals when they come together, right? They have two different backgrounds. Obviously, one is man, one is woman. That's in negative and positive already come together. Right, two different energies already, so they constantly have to keep working on it in order to keep their marriage in harmony. Yeah, so a person or a couple who initially have fulfilled awareness about relationships, about marriage. But why, okay, a few years down the line, they get into just have awareness, or some couples, some marriage, they even lack awareness of relationship, of marriage. Why is it that they think about their husband, think about their wife, think about family, think about their marital relationship? They have a very, very negative inner state. Okay? So that's why with awareness we have constantly working on it. And that's why it's got to fulfill, we got to fulfill it all the time. We got to fulfill it. We have to maintain the positive image of the others. Okay? That's why we're saying if you live next to someone, if you live close to someone and you don't maximize all the good parts of the other person, all you see is the worst. Nếu mình sống gần ai mà mình không làm lớn những điểm tốt của họ thì sao? Okay, right. So that's why once you have fulfilled your awareness, there will be a chance that you're going back to lack awareness or just have awareness. And that's why we have to always, elevate our awareness. We have to always fulfill our awareness. Okay, and at any moment that we not be careful, we go back to lack awareness. Okay, and that's why when we say in Vietnamese, we say that nhận thức đủ đầy. In Vietnamese, when you translate in Google, it turns into complete awareness. But with complete, that's it. That's done. Okay, that's done. There's nothing else to do. And that's done. When you complete, you complete. But the reality of it is with awareness is that when you complete, it's not really complete. You have constantly have to elevate your awareness. So that's why we use the word fulfilled instead of complete here. Once you fill it up, you have to constantly fill it again. It's gonna like a cup of water, right? Even though you don't drink it, don't do anything with it, it's evaporate eventually. So you got to fill it up again. So with awareness, it's similar like that. Okay. So awareness exists in the form of concepts and mental image. Okay. So we don't say that, oh, I used to have awareness. People never say that, right? People never say, oh, I used to have awareness. But people do say that, I used to do that. I used to act like that. Yeah? People say that. People can say that, oh, I used to act like that. I used to think like that. Right? But people never say that, oh, I used to have awareness. I used to fulfill awareness or lack awareness. And right. So instead, we describe it as lack awareness, okay, having awareness and fulfilled awareness. We don't actually, and because awareness exists in the form of concept and mental image. Right. So, for example, if someone mentioned about money, relationship, and the listeners inner state, so the person who listen, their inner state turn negative. Right, let's say if I talk about money, and then let's say Niti heard the word money, and her inner state turn negative. Then we can say that you do not yet have awareness about money. Okay, but the thing is that Niti inner state only she can know it. Only she can know it. It's like hot and cold. If you drink a cup of water, hot and cold, only you know that you having the negative inner state or positive inner state. No one else knows. So this learning journey is designed to help us cultivate deep awareness of human beings and understanding where awareness comes from and what kinds of awareness we currently have. Right? So after we define the differences between lack awareness, have awareness, and fulfill awareness, now we are very clear of a person who has fulfilled awareness, right? So to possess fulfilled awareness means we have a beneficial thought concept, a positive mental image, and and in a state that is balanced and positive oriented. So when we speak or think about a particular topic or subject, right? Okay. Yeah. So we have already clarified this. Let's take another example. Let's talk about a child. Actually, let me ask you another questions. As a child, right? When we talk about relationship, when we talk about money, about finance, okay, which part of which stage of awareness do you think a child have? When we talk about health, when we let's talk about the maturity, right? We don't talk about some specific a special case. We talk about the maturity of children. Maturity of children when they were born, the first few years of their life. Let us say the first 12 years of their life. Okay. When we talk about health, we talk about money, we talk about relationship. What do you think? Which stage of awareness, okay, do the child have? Does the child have? Which stage of awareness most children falling into?
Fulfill.
A child.
Yes.
Fulfill it.
Pardon? I couldn't have. Okay, Gemma said have.
You can't hear me.
Have. Okay, yes. Having stage. As we know, most children when they were born, they have been taken care of, right? They have been taken care of. When the child is growing up, they don't have to worry about how to make money, but they can still get what they desire in life. If they just watch an advertise on the telly about a toy, they have a very vivid, clear mental image of that toy. They know exactly what they would do, what all the information about that toy. And whenever mentioned about that toy, their inner state is in positive to balance to positive. Okay, so they have and eventually without money they still get what they desire. So their relationship with money, children relationship with money is having awareness, although they not actually have fulfilled awareness about money just yet, because they do not have the benefits or source concept of money, or actually thinking about money in terms of a mental image. They thinking of money as a tools for them to achieve what they desire. Either it's a candy or it's a toy. Okay, so that's what children have. Okay, and same with the health. They have they generally children have good health. If they have some problematic with their health, people around them, their parents, their grandparents, everyone would run into and taking care of their health already. So, okay, when with children, we can say that in general, they have awareness about mostly everything in their life. Okay, but on the journey of growing up, they listen to the news, listen to their loved one, their parents, their teachers, society, right? What kind of information they're getting in, what kind of image they encounter too. Okay, that's what determine their life later on eventually, and also what is their inner state. Also determine that as well, determine their life, the result of their life as well. So in human life dimensions like relationship, contribution, values, most people have not yet formed a clear concept. Most people, including children, of course. So that's why we say that we do not yet have an awareness of human life. Okay, human life, nhân sinh. So we do not yet have, most of us, we do not yet have awareness, or we lack awareness of human life. Okay, so what is the human roles in our human life? Or what is the human roles in our human life? This is a quite deep questions. If we do not yet have the clear concept, clear image, and a balanced inner state about human being, then we cannot yet have cannot answer these questions. Okay, the questions about what is our true participation in human life, or what we coming into this life for. Why do we come into this life as a human being? Let's get back to the formula, the cause of the law of cause and effect here. We have developed it into a full formula of good cause plus favorable condition equal desirable outcome. Okay, desirable outcome. So this is the formula that we had developed from the laws of cause and effect. Right. So here, the condition is referred to the favorable human interaction or human connection, right? Favorable human connection, favorable human being. So when we think about people with an inner state that is balanced and positive oriented, it means that those people are favorable conditions that's come into our life. So when we think about people, especially our loved ones, if we hold a beneficial source concept, a positive mental image, an inner state that is balanced and positive toward them, then we are already showing the good cause in human experience. Okay, we're showing. So when we think about them, right, we have an inner state that is inside of us. Okay, we have the positive mental image that inside of us. We have the beneficial source concept that inside of us, although it's about the other person, right? So that means we're showing the good cause in human experience, in human beings. So and when the favorable conditions arise, we harvest the desirable outcome in life. Yeah. So good cause will always produce a desirable outcome, desirable result. Okay, if and only if it meets the favorable condition with. Okay, so without a favorable condition, it will not activate. It will not activate a harmful seed. So therefore, when we hold fulfill awareness of human beings, then we have positive awareness of people. Okay, we have a beneficial source concept, a balanced and positive inner state toward them. So that means our foundation is built on good cause regarding human beings. So good cause regarding human being. So when the favorable conditions come, okay, nhân tốt, khi mà duyên lành đến, we naturally manifest the desirable outcomes, quả như ý. So when we manifest the desirable outcomes, we accumulate good deeds and merit. Okay, we accumulate, mình tích tạo được công đức và phước đức. When desirable outcomes being manifest. So favorable conditions comes from people. Favorable conditions come from people, and people want to reap desirable outcomes. So create a positive human interaction. Human interaction là tương tác nhân sinh. We must first cultivate fulfilled awareness of human being. Okay, so when we cultivate fulfilled awareness of human beings, then we'll be able to create a positive human interaction. Okay. So to a quick recap about awareness. So no awareness or lack awareness means we have a negative inner state. Yeah. Basic awareness or having awareness means we have the balanced and positive oriented inner state. And fulfilled awareness, that means we have the beneficial source concept and positive mental image and have the balance to positive inner state. So when we complete this journey of learning, we will hold the beneficial source concept about people. We will start a positive image of other people within us. And we sustain an inner state that's a balance and positive when we think of people. Yeah? So that's what is the goal of us at this end of the 3 sessions. So as a result, we will enjoy the desirable human relationships and experience harmony and fulfillment in marriage and in family. And that's what we all want in life, isn't it? So if we can have harmony and fulfillment in marriage and family, how would that feel? How would that feel if we have a harmony and fulfillment in marriage and family? Would we feel absolutely wonderful? Yeah? Right. So now we are already clear about the first part of these 5 words. Let's moving on to human beings. Okay? Anyone have any questions before moving on to the next part of the session? Any questions? Any enlightenment regarding to awareness or fulfill awareness? Yes, Crystal, please. Just turn your mic on.
Oh, hello.
Yes. I can
Hi,
hear
sorry,
you.
I have a question. I just didn't catch the sentence you just said. So when you say when we cultivate fulfilled awareness of human being, we'll be able to do something, but I didn't fully catch it, that part.
Okay. So when we cultivate fulfill awareness of human being, right, then we will basically enjoy the desirable human relationship, experience harmony and fulfillment in marriage and family. That is the result of when we cultivate or fulfill awareness of human being. Okay. So
So that means when we cultivate
yes, when we cultivate or when we elevate our awareness, okay, or in other words, we cultivate fulfilled awareness of human being. Okay, so look at this diagram. Initially, we somehow some of us we lack awareness of human beings. Okay, mình không có nhận thức về nhân sinh con người. Okay, and some of us we have awareness of human being. Okay, but we have to constantly elevate our awareness. So elevate from lack to have, from have to fulfilled. And when we fulfilled our awareness of human beings, okay, that means we carry inside of us the positive balance to positive inner state. Whenever we think about human being, whoever around us, people around us, okay, we carry inside of us the beneficial source concepts of human beings. We hold positive mental image of human beings. Okay, so you think that with a person who always think and see the good thing in people that are around them, okay, would they encounter any problematic related to human being at all?
Yeah, so does that mean if we can cultivate fulfilled awareness of well-being, the desirable outcome will just naturally come to us?
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You got that? So that's all of this. Okay. Even though we talk about human beings, is the people around us, but these are what inside of us. Is it a good cause that we cultivate for ourselves, about other people, about conditions, about connections, about our loved ones, about a stranger, right? But is it a good cause inside of us? Yeah. So when this good cause has been fulfilled, then we be able to meet the favorable conditions come into our life. Then automatically we reap desirable outcomes. Okay. Yes, chị Linh, please.
Hello everyone. Hello Ko and Jang. Thank you for calling me. Yeah, I just want to participate fully so that some of us here can do it as well, leading by example. So I really appreciate Crystal for the question before, because it helps me to then say, okay, the reason why we introduced this this formula, like you did that, and thank you for this, because why are we learning to raise our awareness about the human being, is when we apply it in this formula. If we have fulfilled awareness of people, which is conditioned, all we have to do is then work on us, the good cause, according to the formula. Then our desire and our outcome will be desirable. So that's like magic. That's number one. And why I put my hand up was I just wanted to say thank you for really giving me the clarity in terms of the. So before, when you were sharing this slide of fulfilled awareness of human being, if you know that slide that you had, the fulfilled awareness of human being.
This one? Yeah.
Yeah. No, not that one. Not on awareness, but the fulfilled awareness of human being. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
So that one, when you said, if we have like with awareness, with awareness comes reality. So the reason why we haven't got that reality is because we are lacking awareness. Yeah. And and then fulfilled awareness will give us lasting reality. So if we have fulfilled awareness, we have lasting reality. Like, that's amazing, right? And then when we learn about fulfilled awareness, but fulfilled awareness needs to be maintained. So fulfilled awareness allows us to have lasting reality. So as long as we keep it fulfilled, then our reality is lasting. Yeah. So I like the differentiation between the two, as in, with fulfilled awareness, if we have that, then our reality is going to be lasting. We can keep it always. But the fulfilled reality needs to be maintained. Therefore, we're always needing to uplifting or elevating our awareness. Is that can you confirm with me? That's what I've understood, and that's correct?
Absolutely. Yes, Jay.
So Bin, would you be able to agree with me there too? And Jordan? Yeah, well, he agrees. Yeah, Jordan, thank you. Because I really appreciate that. Thank you, Anne. Because it's easier than to think, fulfilled awareness. But in the elevating our awareness, always keeping it intact. Like your example, I love your example of the marriage. Because, how is it that first we come together because we have that fulfilled awareness. That's why we have that reality. But that reality isn't lasting because the fulfilled awareness is not lasting. We need to maintain that. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you, Cô An.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you very much for a recap what we have sharing with each other. Right, so from that foundation, we're moving on to talk about human being now. Yes. So human beings that involve ourselves and others, like I've already mentioned previously at the beginning. So human being, and the core of our human being. Oops, I shouldn't write too big. Never mind, human being. Okay, human being. I don't like this. Sorry. I have the reason why I don't want the being underneath human. Being cannot be underneath human. There's a purpose in it. Right, human being. With human being, when we talk about human beings, what concept come to your mind? Tell me, what concept come to your mind when we talk about human beings? Humans are human beings. Let's put the S here. What concept come to your mind, everyone? Just turn on your mic and speak freely. Whatever concept come to your mind, tell me. You can talk about the concept that you know so far, or you can talk about the benefits of the concept you have learned throughout the last 20 sessions already. So what concept come to your mind when we talk about human beings? Nothing? You got an empty mind? You got an empty mind?
Come on, Ben, just say something. Jordan.
So about empty mind. We play that game later when we get to the emptiness.
Yeah, so we have our truth, our inner truth.
Yes, okay, inner truth. Thank you ever so much. Our inner truth.
We have our 16 human nature.
Yes, so 16 human natures.
Yeah, the layer. Yep, so 16 human natures.
So everyone know what Colin's talking about, right? She is talking about the benefits of source concept within the human energetic structure. Yeah. So inner truth, human nature, 16 human natures. So if we already talked about inner truth, 16 human nature, then the next layer is the 84,000 illusionary bubbles, right? 84,000 illusory bubble, illusory bubbles.
If you know it, just type it in the chat or call it out, guys. Anne will write it down. Yeah, Anne? Is that right?
Yes. If it's inconvenient for you to speak it out loud, and you can participate by typing in the chat box.
Just anything you,
just don't
Thanks.
like mumbling inside your mind. I cannot read it.
Well, Anne has the superpower, but not that super.
No, and I don't have that superpower yet. Right.
Well, the outer layer of that would be the body.
Yes.
Does anyone know about the body, the elements of the body? Come on.
Right. Body elements.
Someone, Rami said characters, emotions. Which is the illusory bubbles, is the emotions, characters. Fire, Crystal, fire, soil, water, and air. Go on.
Yes, that's 4 great bodied elements.
So with Rami says characters here. I'm not sure.
Yes, thank you very much, Rami. That's right, characters. We have characters. So emotion is emotion. Okay, yes, emotion. Emotion. Characters. Okay. Tolerance. Thank you very much. Blessing and merit. Thank you, Gemma. Right. Blessing and merit. That is also within our human energetic structure. Okay. blessings and merit.
We have our karma.
Yeah, so that total karma, we have total karma. Total karma. Total karma. So that total karma we have is the karmic conditions. Condition. Our karmic consciousness and our karmic outcome or result, our karmic result. Okay. Consciousness are previously, I think Komi was she wrote it as a knowledge, but nghiệp thức, we use the word consciousness to align with all the vocabularies that we have already introduced, right? Okay, seven offering in life. That the seven offerings in life is what we need to do in order to accumulate good deed and merit. Okay. Yes, is
maybe the holistic wealth.
Yes, so all the everything related to the seven holistic wealth. So our characters, our meditation, right?
This is wisdom.
Meditation, wisdom.
Mic on.
So what I'm writing on this piece of paper is all the beneficial source concepts about human beings. And this is what we want to instill inside our mind, right? This is what we want to instill inside our mind. And also is a way to remind ourselves in order for us to have fulfilled awareness of human beings. And the first thing we need to know is we need to have the beneficial source concept. Okay, so wisdom, meditation, character, virtue, physicality, excuse me, physicality, right, materials, yes. So rich in material, so it's a little debate with the material, but we can still keep it there. Right. And what else? Blessing and merit. Sorry, blessing and merit. Blessing and merit. I'm not going to go use the word blessing, Chema, but I'm going to use the word good deed. So blessings. If we use it in Vietnamese, then phước báu là blessing, where in here we have phước đức and phước báu is also slightly different. Deed, merit. So in general, in our society, let me tell you the difference between blessings and good deeds. So in our society, before we encounter this knowledge, we always say that, oh, it was blessed, it was very lucky, it was blessed. So she's very blessed, he's very lucky, right? We often say that in our life. If we see someone, they have something that they desirable outcomes, right? Whenever we encounter something that desirable, we say, oh, I'm so blessed, so I'm so lucky. So in general thinking, with the Western culture, when the people say that they blessed, it means that there is a different kind of being, someone else that blessed them. They got blessed by someone. Okay, they got blessed by others, by the heaven, the God. If you believe in Jesus, then Jesus Christ, that's what they said. If you believe in Buddha, then it is Buddha who blessed you. So another being, okay, giving it to us. Whereas when we learn about the human energetic structure, okay, We are the person who create all of those blessings. Okay, no one actually giving it to us at all. Our life is not determined by fate. Our life doesn't determined by destiny, but we know that we live within karma. We have a total karma that governs our life, and therefore, okay, if we want a desirable life, desirable outcome, desirable result in life, desirable reality, we have to be the person who accumulates all of those good deeds, all of those merit, and we got to be proactive to accumulate those good deeds and merit. So hence the good deeds that we're talking about here is what we created, no one else giving it to us. Okay, so the lucky things that we got in life is we got lucky because all of the good deeds that we already accumulate in our life previously. Yeah. But with the normal thinking of society, we say it's blessings. So the difference here is that with the mentality of blessing is given by someone, but with the mentality of good deed, phước đức, blessing is phước báu, phước đức is we creating, we accumulate it ourselves. Okay. Right. What else here? We get another color, blue. So we have another, the 7. One of those is competency. Okay. Yes, competency. Competency. Emotions. Okay. Human body. Right. Yes, good deeds, merit. 3 fields. What else? Yeah. So that's the most of it. There'll be a few more, but that's the most of. If we want to carry the positive source concepts of human beings, then these are all the things that we need to know. We need to be thoroughly comprehend. Yeah. So whenever talking about human beings, this topic, okay, the information will pop up into our mind. So that's when we actually carry the benefits of source concept. But most people in society, when talking about human being, when we're talking about other people, okay, they tend to have different things going on in their mind, in their head, and those things tend to be detrimental or unbeneficial to them. Right. So in the inner awareness models, when we talk about the human energetic structure in the inner awareness models, we begin to clarify what is the heart, tâm of a person, what is the nature, tánh of the person, what is the emotion, tình of a person, what is the body, thân of the person, right? Put differently, and we come to understand the truth of the inner truth of our human beings. Okay, the inner truth, our human natures are our ego, our personality, our emotional world, and our physical condition. So, from the perspective of Buddhism, we may explore what we call the inner truth, the true nature, the Buddha nature, right? So inner truth under the Buddhism's perspective, we call it the Buddha nature, true nature, true heart, and 16 human natures. This was an S. Sometimes if you spot out any spelling mistake, just let me know, because I'm busy talking to care much about writing. Right, and 84,000 illusory bubbles that and the 4 great body elements. Okay, earth, water, fire, air, as in the chat box, Crystal was saying fire, soil, water, air. Okay, so that soil is earth, right? So furthermore, we explore about human wisdom, human meditation, human characters, virtue, competency, physicality, and material. Right? I'm going to put the material in bracket here. The reason is that materials is more of the outside rather than the inside of us, even though it's also in the with Holmes diagram, but it's more of what we show outside already. Okay, so let's concentrate on the inside part of the inner beings of the person. Yeah. Okay. And if you've learned about the topic fulfill awareness in finance, business, and investment, you will learn the concept, the term that all the material, all the anything related to material is have the negative energy. So we as a human being, we have the positive energy. With woman, with the body, human body structures, women have 45% of 45% positive. With the men, they have 55% positive, right? So as a human beings, we have the balance of positive and negative, whereas materials such as money, they carry the negative energy. And that's why with the same jobs, with the same position, same amount of work, yeah, when the men doing that particular jobs, they tend to get paid more than women, because the men body energetic structure have 55% positive. So positive attract negative, right? Positive attract negative. The men attract more of the material as a negative energy rather than women. Women have less positive energy field inside of their body. That's why with the same job, the same amount of work, women tend to get paid less, and that's what we see in our society. But that's will be another topic to talk about. Right. So these are the most fundamental elements of this on this paper here. So when we talk about human being, the core of our human beings, whenever we refer to human being, we must consider the foundation of tâm tánh tình thân, heart, nature's emotion, and body. Yeah. So and the three fields of evil deed, good deed, merit. So the evil deed is the electromagnetic negative, good deed is the electromagnetic positive, and merit is the electromagnetic balance. And the structure of karma. So with the structure of karma, we have total karma that includes the karmic consciousness, the karmic condition, the karmic outcome, the karmic result. So when we understand all of this through human diagram and teaching, we begin to truly understand what it means to be human. So my question here is that, have you already fully understand all of this just yet? Right. Oh, teacher Linh, teacher cô Linh, thầy Thông, thầy Hoàng, thầy Long, cô My, they have already shared with you about all of this. So have you understand all of this about human beings just yet? Right. And that's the reason why it's worth every moment of our life for us to be able to re-listen to the knowledge over and over again, until one day we carry inside of us the benefits or soft concept of human being. Yeah, because most people in this life, they do not carry inside of them the benefits or source of human being. And that's why when they meeting people, when they encounter people, when they interact with people, there's all sorts of the problems occurs in life. Okay, and the very funny problems between husband and wife tend to be the remember the story of chicken and duck story between couples. I'm not going to tell it here, but that's what it is in our life. So we need to begin to truly understand what it means to be human. Okay, so when you know all of this information, just information, okay, knowledge is power, knowledge is money. We always say that, right? Chúng ta luôn nói là tri thức là tiền bạc, tri thức là tiền bạc. Okay, knowledge is money, knowledge is power, but applying the knowledge actually bringing money into our pocket, applying the knowledge giving us the power, right? So all of these knowledge, all of this information, when you truly understand what it means to be human, that is when you actually reaped the desirable outcome, the desirable reality in your life whenever there's a human being involved. Okay, so we first need to develop self-awareness, understanding our heart, nature, emotion, body, our wisdom. Okay, so this is our heart, our inner truth, heart, tâm. Human nature is nature, tánh. Okay, 84,000 illusory bubbles is our emotion, tĩnh. Okay, and the great body elements is our body. Okay, this is the folk terminologies, theo cách gọi của dân gian ha. So we first need to develop our self-awareness, our understanding of our heart, our nature, our emotion, our body, our wisdom, our meditation, our characters, our virtue, our competencies, our physicality or our physical health, okay, and our own. I don't want to. Yeah. So, and then secondly, in our interaction with other people, we must develop fulfill awareness of others, human beings. Right. So that's the first thing. We need to get all of this inside of us first, and then secondly, when we interact with others. So let's say this is the knowledge. So knowledge is power, knowledge is money. But when we interact with others, that is when we apply this knowledge in practice. Okay. So knowledge is money, but applying the knowledge actually brings us money. So applying this knowledge, okay, when we interact with other people, will give us the desirable reality in our life. So we must develop fulfilled awareness of others, human beings. So do you see the importance of having fulfilled awareness of human being here? So especially from the human life perspective, human perspective, và nhân sinh quan ha. So in summary for today's session, to understand ourselves and to understand others people, that's the goal of the learning. So fulfill awareness of human beings. Yeah. So in this topic today, we having the very meaningful conversation of deep self-reflection here. So if we share this knowledge with our children, if you have children, I know that Colin is very blessed by having her husband and the son also accompany her on this growing, maturing journey. Okay. But if any one of you here have children at home, you can start introducing to your children this knowledge, this information, okay, helping your children understand the human experience and navigate human life consciously, okay, by mentioning to them about this knowledge. Okay, start from the genuine, the inner truth, of course. Yeah. So tomorrow we will continue. We continue going deeper going deeper about this, and also I won't forget about the nine types of people, as well as the 5 stages of relationships. So I'm going to introduce to you all of that in the next 2 sessions. Okay. Now, anyone have any questions for today? Or if you have anything that any new lesson that you learned, any thing that impressed you, anything that give you the gain great insight, get any enlightenment throughout this session, please share. I would love to hear it before we end the session today.
I'd love for everyone to hear the story of the, chuyện gà vịt, which is the chicken and duck stories between people.
Chicken and duck story. So no one told that story before.
We haven't told that story on this platform.
Not yet. Okay. Sorry.
A story from Anja.
Yes.
I think this story articulates the all the issues that we have between human to human, one another, especially in our relationship. I think it's great to hear it.
Okay,
yes,
so chicken and duck story, here we go. Once upon a time. Once upon a time. It's not Disney movie, unfortunately. It's a reality of most of us. Okay, so there's a couple who just got married. And as any new wed couples, they go on a honeymoon. And that particular couple, they decide to go to experience the very ancient, one of the very popular forests in the particular tourist areas. That has been recommended on like one of the 10 top places to go in the world before you die, kind of things. Right, so that couple, they went on the first day of their honeymoon. They took a stroll along the forest, and obviously it's very quiet. They enjoy the tranquilities of the scenes, the atmosphere, the nice smells of the early morning, the fresh smell of all those the water evaporates throughout the leaves on the trees. So it's very beautiful scenes. So when they took the strolling, the couple suddenly heard the sound. Right, and the wife said, "Oh, no." The husband opened his mouth first. He said that, "Darling, I bet that is a duck." And the wife, as her bringing up, she grew up in the rural areas, and she knows quite a lot about nature. So she turned around and said, "No, I think that is a white chicken. Because in a forest like this, you can't really find a duck, but a white chicken certainly." The husband didn't disagree or agree, even though inside he telling himself that it's a duck. Right, so they continue walking, and then the sound repeated. Then the husband determined that, "Darling, it must be a duck. I don't think it's a white chicken at all." Then the wife said, like, "I bet with you 100% that is a white chicken." Okay, and they going backward and forward. Why does he think that it's a duck, and why does he think that it's a white chicken? And then the argument start. And when it start heating up, the husband start sensing it, and he took initial step to calm down and go along with the wife and said, "Oh, it is fine. Let's agree that it's a white chicken," right? and that's calm his wife down immediately by himself acknowledge of her opinion that it's a white chicken, even though they couldn't see anything. They only heard the sound. Okay? They tried to look, but they couldn't see anything in particular. Okay, so the story ends there. But the question for you all here is that what happened at that moment? Okay, if there's a duck coming out from in front of them, what happened? What do you think? What happened if the duck came out in front of them? Or what happened if it's actually a white chicken, not a duck? It's actually the white chicken that they're gonna see at the end of their stroll. Okay, regardless of either the duck or the chicken, right? One of them, okay, at that moment in time, one of them gonna be right for the rest of their relationships. Whenever something come up in their relationship later on in life, okay, if it's a duck that they sin, then the husband will be always in the right because of that incident. And if it's a white chicken that they actually sin, then eventually, whenever the problems or things that issues encounter in their marriage life, the wife will constantly mention to the husband to remind the husband of her opinion that she always right. Okay, so regardless of whichever animal appear, it doesn't really help for that relationship. So luckily nothing appears, they only heard the sound, and luckily that the husband recognized it and go along with